Hey, YouTube. It's your boy Melee all day. And it's been a great day, y'all. It's been a great day. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, push the thumbs up button, hit the like button, y'all. Got something I want y'all to hear.
Members of the jury, I understand you have a verdict. Members of the jury, I will now read the verdicts as they will appear in the permanent records of the 4th Judicial District. State of Minnesota, County of Hennepin, District Court, 4th Judicial District. State of Minnesota Plaintiff versus Derek Michael Chauvin, Defendant. Verdict, Count 1. Court file number 27, CR 20-12646. We, the jury, in the above entitled matter as to Count 1, unintentional second-degree murder while committing a felony, find the defendant guilty. This verdict agreed to this 20th day of April, 2021 at 1:44 p.m. Signed, juror foreperson, juror number 19. Same caption, verdict count 2. We, the jury, in the above entitled matter as to count 2, third-degree murder, perpetrating an eminently dangerous act, find the defendant guilty. This verdict agreed to this 20th day of April, 2021 at 1:45 p.m. Signed by jury foreperson, juror number 19. Same caption, verdict count 3. We, the jury, in the above entitled matter as to count 3, second-degree manslaughter, culpable negligence, creating an unreasonable risk, find the defendant guilty. This verdict agreed to this 20th day of April, 2021 at 1:45 p.m. Jury foreperson 019. Members of the jury, I'm now going to ask you individually if these are your true and correct verdicts. Please respond yes or no. Juror number 2, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 9, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 19, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 27, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 44, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 52, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 55, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 79, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 85, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 89, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 91, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 92, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Are these your verdicts, so say you one, so say you all?
Yes.
Members of the
She flipped you multiple personalities, brother. We know that now. Look at you. Look at all your titles. You have multiple personalities.
Tell me I do this to confuse him, so he don't act like you.
Exactly.
She just pops in and pops off all the time. Now, I wonder, what is he thinking? For educational purpose, what is he thinking right now? I'm fucked. God damn, I'm gonna have to get a swastika. I'm gonna have to join the Aryan Nation. But then they not gonna want his ass. Every single person in the jail was put there by someone like me. Everyone there is going to want a piece of that ass. I wonder what he's thinking, man. Listen, at the last minute, they tried to introduce that carbon monoxide. If y'all go back to last year, when this first happened, I said that's what he was doing. He had the brother's face by the tailpipe. I called it way back then. I even so much as called Benjamin Crump's law office and told him, do the autopsy. Make sure you test for carbon monoxide. I spoke to the people at the law office. They said they was going to do it. They didn't do it. And then at the last minute, the defense tried to introduce carbon monoxide poisoning. And that makes it even worse, y'all, because he knew he was killing him. And then he planned to sit there and say, look, I didn't choke him. I just wanted him to calm down. And he sat there and let that man breathe in that fumes. And that, if somebody's choking you, you can't talk. You can't say anything. But if you can breathe in and out, the process of breathing, but you're not breathing in oxygen, you're going to be able to talk and say, I can't breathe. He kept saying, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Because he was breathing in that odorless, tasteless killer, carbon monoxide. He had him right by that exhaust. I caught it when it happened, y'all. Go through my videos and you'll see it. I caught it. And that makes it even worse because he intentionally killed him. He didn't just do what he did and then he, it should have been murder one because he intended to kill him. He knew he was breathing in those exhaust fumes. And he planned to play dumb and thought that he would be able to get away with it. Look at him. Look at the puzzled look on his face. What now? Bubba gonna stick his dick up my rear end. I'm gonna have intercourse with Chicken Wayne and Lil B and Black Pup and Cuzzo, Lil Raj. Snow Angel gonna get him now. He's in trouble. In 8 weeks, the sentence is gonna come down. Second degree murder, that should be 25 to life. Life without parole. I've seen that happen on second degree. First degree is mandatory, life without parole, or the death penalty. Second degree, you may have a chance. He gonna probably get 25 to life or 30 years. He's 53 years old. His life is over. His life is over.
Jury, I find that the verdicts as read reflect the will of the jury and will be filed accordingly. I have to thank you on behalf of the people of the state of Minnesota for not only jury service, but heavy-duty jury service. What I'm going to ask you to do now is to file...
What I'm going to ask him to do, second-degree manslaughter, third-degree murder, second-degree murder. I believe on appeal, they're probably going to get it down to the second-degree manslaughter because how can you be charged with 3 different degrees of murder? You know what I mean? You can't make the steak perfect, make the steak medium rare, make the steak well done or rare. It's either rare, well done, or medium rare. You know what I mean? Like you can't have 3 degrees of murder. How you going to convict a man of 3 degrees of murder? Well, we convicted him of manslaughter, which means he didn't really mean to do it. We convicted him of third-degree murder, which means I don't know what. And second-degree murder, he didn't plan on killing him, but his acts led to the death. You know what I mean? It's like if you put your knee on somebody's neck in a fight, or you get into a fight and you choke someone and you kill them. When you left the house, you didn't intend to kill anyone. You didn't intend to kill the person. Y'all got into a fight, shit went left, and someone died. First degree is when you say, I'm going to kill this motherfucker. When you make your mind up to kill him. Now, first degree can mean you planned it for a month, or you said 15 seconds ago, I'm killing him. When you made your mind up to kill, that's first degree murder. Second degree is you killed, but you never intended to kill. Third degree, I'm not too sure what that degree is, because you can intend to kill and then you cannot intend to kill, which is second degree. So what is third degree? You killed, but you didn't. There was other things involved that led to the death that weren't necessarily your fault. And like manslaughter, like aggravated manslaughter is like maybe, you hit somebody with your car, on purpose, and then they died. Or, you use something and then it as the factors led to you killing them. Then you got the manslaughter where, they died and you didn't intend to kill them. It wasn't no type of murder. You was driving your car, you dropped your cell phone because you was texting, and then you looked up and you hit someone and you killed them. And then you have the accidental manslaughter without intent. Either way, his goose is cooked. Well, it's like they left some wiggle room with these 3 degrees. Second degree, third degree, and then second degree manslaughter. How can you get all that on one body? But let's listen. Let's see if they're going to revoke his bond. I think they will. They'll probably revoke his bond immediately. It's what they normally do.
Follow the deputy back into your usual room, and I will join you in a few minutes to answer questions and to advise you further. So, all rise for the jury.
All them times he was in court on the other side of the table, keying, knowing that he planted the evidence, knowing that he didn't have to do what he had to do. How many lives has he ruined? This is karma. This is karma. And when your karma comes back like this, you really rotten, because I believe there's a little bit of leeway. He's a dirty cop. They're dirty cop Chauvin. Get yours, buddy. Get yours. Get it all. Look at him, looking around. Right, it's over, man. This is the last time you're going to be wearing a 3-piece suit.
With the guilty verdicts returned, we're going to have Blakely, you may file a written argument as to Blakely factors within 1 week. The court will issue findings on the Blakely factors, the factual findings, 1 week after that. We'll order a PSI immediately, returnable in 4 weeks. And we will also have a briefing on, after you get the PSI, 6 weeks from now, and then 8 weeks from now, we will have sentencing. We'll get you the exact dates in a scheduling order.
PSI, that's
Is there a motion on behalf of the state?
The state would move to have the court revoke the defendant's bail and remand him into custody pending sentencing.
Bail is revoked, bond is discharged, and the defendant is remanded to the custody of the Hennepin County Sheriff.
That bail's gone, buddy.
All right. Thank you.
I hope you got some cucaracha last night. Turn around.
Chauvin, convicted on all 3 counts, guilty of second-degree unintentional murder, third-degree murder, and second-degree manslaughter in the death of George Floyd and leaving the courtroom in handcuffs. We're going to give you some burgers and all that. We can get Burger King. Chauvin remanded in the custody of the sheriff in anticipation of his sentencing. Now, 8 weeks from now, we want to go right to NBC's Gabe Gutierrez outside the courthouse. Gabe, describe the reaction.
It's no celebration.
Lester, it's just an incredible reaction here. A few moments ago, this entire crowd erupted in cheers. They started chanting all.
It's no celebration. It's no celebration. Loyalty over everything said. They sacrificed one of their own so blacks don't rise, so they could see white people do get convicted. They not getting away. Hey, man, I don't know, man. We might have turned the corner, man. The way that he did this was so inhumane and so brutal and just heartless. It's one of them things where sometimes, man, it's what they call the straw that broke the camel's back, man. Like the Civil Rights March, when the peaceful protesters marched across that Edmund Pettus Bridge, and the news was there to cover it. And, you know, a lot of people, they're ignorant, and I mean unknowing. They didn't care about civil rights. They didn't care about black folks. And they didn't believe the black folks. They believed what they was told. Oh, the niggers are marching and they're rebel rousing and they're violent and they're this and that. And we kept saying it's peaceful. And then they filmed the march in the way Bull and his boys attacked them people just marching, beating women with nightsticks and unleashed the dogs on them and fire hoses and all that. And people were outraged. And people were appalled and they just couldn't believe it. And when they saw what was done to George Floyd, it was vindication. The white people couldn't, there was nothing else to say. You know, they say, oh, well, listen to the cops. Put your hands up. Don't resist. Mike Brown charged him. He resisted. This was one where there was no justification. This was just murder. Dwayne Williams, salute. Dwayne, thanks for dropping in. Dwayne said, how many years will he get? That's going to be what determines if these people ride or not. Because there was no way he was not going to get found guilty. I didn't think for a second he was going to get away with it. But if he get a 6 years, 10 years sentence, if he don't get 20 or more, there will be some outcry, some outrage. But it's crazy. That 26-year veteran cop, the white lady, Kimberly Potter, shot Dwayne Wright. She was arrested immediately. It seems to be a sea change, man. A wave of emotion has overcome the people, and they realize these cops just can't keep doing this. The Breonna Taylor case is outrageous. The woman was in her bed sleeping, and the cops kicked her door in and shot and killed her. That's basically what happened. You came to someone's house with a no-knock warrant. You went to the wrong house. You busted in and you killed the woman. And no one's been charged to this day. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But today, on 4/20, National Weed Smoker Day, justice for George Floyd. Derek Chauvin has been found guilty. Derek Chauvin has been found guilty. So anyone who want to come up and say something, drop their sentiments about Derek Chauvin, you're more than welcome. How do you feel? What do you feel he's going to get? How many years you think he's going to get? I'm hoping for 20 or above. You know, he's probably going to have to do his time in PC, protective custody. There's no way he'll ever see general population being a cop. The only safety he may have is the Aryan Nation. And I don't see them accepting him because he's a police officer. I know a police officer whose daughter was molested by a man. And that policeman, he just died under a year ago. He died in the last 5-6 months. That policeman, I knew him. I knew him well. He had that man killed. And the guy that did the murder had no witnesses. He had no way to corroborate the fact that he was hired to kill that guy. But he got into some trouble, the guy that committed the murder. and he told them, I can give you a murder of a cop who had me kill someone. So the police took a statement, and they were on the cop. They were on the guy. And he had a bar he always went to. So he met this guy, and they was talking and talking and talking and talking. And eventually the cop was so, proud of what he had done that he spoke on it. And he got caught in a wire, and he did 17 years for the murder, for the hit murder for hire. And the guy molested his daughter, so the guy got what he deserved. But the wheels of justice didn't serve the punishment. The cop did. He had the man killed. And he did 17 years. And he did all 17 years in protective custody. And that will drive you crazy. You lose your humanity. You think that, what's the big deal? But you lose your humanity if you're just by yourself for 17 years. I don't know about that process, and I don't want to know, but they say it can drive the sanest man crazy. The sanest man crazy. So Derek Chauvin is really, really, really going to pay for what he did. But unfortunately, he will still wake up. You only get one life, man. And when that's over, you don't live anymore. You don't breathe. You don't see anything. You don't love. You don't feel. It's over. It's lights out. Like Hassan Campbell loves to say, the TV's off. No more programming. So, when you die, ain't no coming back. 1 billion years could go by, and guess what? That ain't shit. Because you're going to do 39,000 billion more. And then you still ain't done. You will be non-existent forever. And forever never stops, y'all. I mean, forever. You ain't coming back. No more eating, no more laughing, no more loving, no more hugging. It's really over, man. Wrap your mind around that. Think about that. Forever. And we wake up and we be mad about the dumbest things. Man, who ate the last ice cream sandwich? I can't stand you motherfuckers. We're always eating everything. Really? Really? You whining and crying about that? Somebody pull in front of you out on the road, you whining and crying about that? Like some type of spoiled brat. You should be happy that you're alive for someone to pull in front of you. Because there's someone like George Floyd, dead, gone in the ground, cremated, never to breathe or see the sunshine again. And you sitting up being pissed off to the highest level of pistivity because somebody pulled in front of you, or you don't want to let somebody get over in the merge lane because you was the dummy that got in line a mile up the road when you could have rode the empty lane all the way to the merge point and then got over. But you like a sheep sat in line because everyone else did, and was someone who was smart enough to use both lanes until you can't anymore. Now you don't want to let them over. Now you gonna be a jerk. Or you could be George Floyd in the ground, dead and gone, and it's over forever. 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 And you got cops out here taking people's lives. People that are hired, paid to protect, to come to your rescue, to save you. But instead, they out here killing you All because the color of your skin, man. And then, society wants to say George Floyd was a drug addict or George Floyd robbed somebody, paid his debt to society. Anyone that's taking drugs, how are they hurting you? I don't want to hear this. I paid for this, my tax dollars. No, man. When that man went to his dope dealer and bought what he bought and ingested what he bought, that had no impact on you. You can't shit what someone else eats, But these are the things that people cry and get upset about. Meanwhile, you got a man forced down to the ground, handcuffed, hands behind his back, 3 cops laying on him, another cop keeping everybody back that wants to help you. The man was so delusional from inhaling them fumes and his brain was beginning to be scrambled. He's calling for his mother, who's been dead 6 years. That's heartbreaking to see a big, strong man crying for his mama. And then he died right before our eyes. Snuffed out. A life taken. And for what? And then come to find out Chauvin knew Floyd. They worked together. So he must have hated him. They worked in the strip club together. Worked in the bar together. George probably told me, punk ass motherfucker, get out of my face, man. Bitch ass motherfucker. Always sweating somebody. They probably had words. And Chauvin couldn't wait to have a run-in with him. And he finally got it. And he killed him. But look what happened. Today, April 20th, 2021. Derek Chauvin just lost his life today, y'all. As he knew it. He was the man putting people in jail, taking their life away from them. How many people did he give 10 to 20 years through his policing? Man, he wasn't right. But today, George Floyd got a measure of justice. His family got a measure of justice. It's nothing to celebrate. It's nothing to be happy about because it won't bring him back. But maybe, just maybe, there's a young brother, a young sister, a white man, a Chinese man or woman, Asian, Indian, Spanish speaking, Ebonic speaking, hillbilly speaking. Someone's life might be saved because a cop today says, ooh, I don't want to be in Derek Chauvin's shoes. I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to be no cop in jail. And the result of today's trial might save another motorist, another person's life. Because that cop who been on one and out here messing with people said, nah, man, I ain't trying to have here my name found guilty to all these charges. And they say, bone revoked, you will be remanded to the custody of Hennepin County Jail until further date when we do sentencing. And they said that'll be in 8 weeks. So for 8 weeks, he gonna stew. He gonna marinate. Yeah, he gonna marinate for a long time. A long time. We will see what happens. Stay tuned. I'm gonna always give it to you real. I'm gonna always give it to you raw. It's Melee all day. And Derek Chauvin, guilty. All 3 counts. It's Melee all day. Adios, good people.